Exactly, it's 12 o'clock. So let me first off say good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'll say good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Boy, do we have a treat for you guys on today. First off, welcome to another exciting year of the Virginia State University Department of Music. We definitely wanted to start off this year like we do every year with a performance by one of our talented students. And this year, so I'm not going to do the honor of introducing our performer. I'm going to leave that up to her teacher to introduce her. So I would like to bring to the stage Dr. Christina Blagovia, and she will introduce our performer for today. Please go
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Christina Blagovia. I'm a flute professor here, and it is a great pleasure that I bring on the stage Solymar Castellon. She's a junior. She's joining us this semester. She's a transfer student, and we're so happy to have her. She's going to play the first movement of a standard in the flute repertoire, Antagonate and Presto by Jordan Musical. So, and Dr. Massacre is going to join us. So please welcome Solly and Dr. Massacre.
So let's just go ahead and get, oh, this is your computer, so everything is different from me. So what is cinema? And this is in the syllabus. I hope you look at the syllabus. Well, look at the syllabus. I don't hope. Just look at the syllabus, okay? But this is a once weekly class meeting, primarily for music majors and minors, at which students are enrolled in applied music courses. So those of you enrolled in applied music courses, except for first semester freshmen, you have to perform. First semester freshmen may perform, but you are not required to perform. We also can use these sessions for information, as we are today. Students can ask questions. Faculty and guest performers and lecturers, we have different things going on. So 117 and 317, everybody meets at the same time. The syllabus is posted on Canvas. Attire, and this is also on the syllabus. You know, we've been a little lax in the past, but we want you to kind of, and I'm going to post some other things on Canvas about casual business. So button-down shirts, blouses, polo shirts, or sweaters. Just no jeans with holes, no sweats, nice dark jeans, that's fine. Chinos, dress pants, loafers, flats, no athletic shoes, no headwear. Okay? Do not eat and drink in the recital hall. We're trying to keep everything nice and clean in here, and even if you don't intend to, something might spill. Okay, some dates to know, and I'm going to post this on the Canvas page, so you have all these. Last day to drop ad is Friday, the 22nd. Last day to register, same date. Of course, Labor Day, holiday, university is closed. Financial aid disbursement begins on September 4th. September 26th, who in here plans to graduate in December? Anybody? Okay, make sure you make sure that you, now you apply on your own. You don't have to go to advisors anymore, okay? But make sure you get that done before September 26th. Okay? Trojan Wellness Day, September 30th. So the university is open, but the classes will not be held. Midterm exams begin on October 13th and end on access Saturday, October 18th. But anyway, but follow what's in your course syllabi. October 27th, registration begins. Do not wait until the 27th to see your advisor. Go to your advisor, at least talk about what you have to do. Get some plan in mind. So that takes up much less time when it's actually time to put the classes in. Election Day, November 4th. You know, elections are extremely important now. So if you are out of state, make sure that you have made some arrangements for absentee ballot or some way to vote. Please, 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 please. Now, after Thanksgiving, those last days of class and the final exams will be held virtually. But follow whatever is in your course syllabi, okay? Follow what your instructors tell you to do. Reading Day, December 3rd. I know I've told my classes I can be available on Teams meeting if anybody wants to meet with me, have questions or anything. And then the exam period begins on December 4th. Commencement rehearsal for those graduating, December 12th, and December 13th is the actual commencement. Okay, so there's a Canvas page for the department, and I've gotten notices that many of you have. I've sent the invitation out for you to join, and most of you have done that. If you have not received an email message about anything from Canvas, let me know, because that's a way for you to get information, reminders about certain things, and also some information, study tips. I tend to do birthday recognitions for musicians. And the next slide, this is an example of a birthday that's coming up soon, August 25th, for Undine Smith-Moore. Someone you taught at this, she was not here when it was a university. Yeah, she retired before it became a university, but she was here from 1927 to 1972. And certainly all the choir students know that name, Undine Smith-Moore. Sometimes I do slides about world instruments or anything, okay? So just kind of keep, it's just a matter of learning something that's not actually in your classes. Okay, so now we're going to introduce the full-time faculty. I try to be as up-to-date as possible using what was on the department so but I will post it, you can look at it. Of course, the department chair, and anything you want to add?
No, really quick, because we kind of want for everyone to see the faculty. Can I get all of the faculty to come down, all the full-time and part-time faculty, please? And if you guys can just come on down real quick. And when you see your nice, handsome, and beautiful picture up that Dr. Hall did, fast, can we turn on the house lights? These hard-working people, you have probably seen them running around like a chicken with their head cut off for like the first week, but we definitely wanted to make sure that we introduce to you what I kind of affectionately known as the music department Avengers, right? We have pretty much went throughout the entire country just to hire the best faculty that's all around. And then one of the things that which you guys are going to know is just that one of the things in which we said and once we continue to say the same kind of education that you would get at a major conservatory or any of the major college of music academies in the country. You guys are getting the best education right here. And it's all because of these lovely ladies and gentlemen up here. So what we're going to do, because I will kind of have a little bit more time to introduce myself towards the end, but we're just going to kind of go around the room, and when we pull your picture up, if you could give just a quick 30-second introduction of who you are, what you are teaching, that would be great. So let's go to the next person.
These are in alphabetical order. I was going to do about, kind of like by age, but this. They don't have slides for that. So in alphabetical order is Mr. Brown. Is Corey Brown here? Mr. Brown?
Yeah, you told me that you would be out with him.
Okay, wait.
All right. So Dr. Burrs.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Orchestra, and conducting courses. So looking forward to a fantastic semester. It's starting with a great start. Really excited. So thank you.
Hold on. We will not let her go on. Can you please tell them what you are a finalist for? Please tell them.
An international conducting competition, the Antal Variety competition, the fourth edition of that, I guess. So I'll be heading to Hungary in October to do some conducting and compete in the final.
Next, one of the coolest cats in the jazz game, Professor James Gates Jr.
James Gates, that's my name, and I'm director of the Jazz Studies program here. Anything that's dealing with music that's going to you here today, I'm your man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. You guys know we're done on this. Professor Darren Holloway.
Hi, my name is Darren Holloway, and I'm the professor of saxophone and clarinet. I also direct the jazz band and teach
leave your clothes laying around on the piano in the practice room. Have I seen these things before? Yes, I have, okay? And if you do that, I will find you. We have this conversation now, and we don't have to have it again. Please treat the instruments with respect. I walk through the practice room all the time because they're like my little babies, okay? And I don't want to see them damaged. They're a valuable investment, and I know you guys will treat them with the respect that they deserve. It's great to see everybody.
Yeah.
And one of the hardest working recording technicians in the game, Professor Vincent Bailey.
Sound design for film and video games, film composition, live sound, whatever it is you want to learn, you can learn here. We've been really busy also over the summer. We've acquired about a donation of new audio equipment worth about almost $100,000 that we're going to reveal at the end of the week. We are also getting ready to start a record label for the department and all of our science and NPT. And if you're listening to this and thinking, man, that sounds cool, but I still want to be a music ed major. And I was a music ed undergrad, so I understand. You can still minor in music production technology and come hang out with us in our production classes should you want to. So if you guys ever need anything production-wise, please come see me at Davis 215. And everything that Dr. Mascott said about the pianos also goes for our studio gear. Let's have a good year.
And you guys know him as my front brother, but y'all know him as C-Rob, right?
Of VSU as well. So I conduct the concert choir in the fall and the spring. We have chamber singers. I also teach some applied voice, but that's going to fade away soon. Hallelujah. And I teach choral methods and advanced choral conducting, supervise student teachers in the choral field, and I think that's all. Oh, yes, sorry, yes. And I also am working with the live music ensemble, which we had a fabulous rehearsal last night. So thanks.
And the next person, just know that I would not be able to do or function or to do anything that I do at a very high level if it was not for this guy right here.
So I've been meeting all the freshmen, I've been emailing you, and thank you for coming in and asking your questions. We're still doing that. Don't forget the end of ad drop is Friday. Those of you who brought me requests since like the last day and a half or so, those have not been sent in yet, but they will be. If you need any other things like that, just please come find me. Ensembles, percussion ensembles, saxophone, jazz ensemble, Dr. Lawhorn, Holloway, they're working on making sure we know everybody's in the right ensembles. So just be patient with that. I teach music theory, music composition, and do a lot of other stuff around here. Good to see you.
The next individual has kind of received sort of a semi-promotion and I actually let her know that she will be taking over the vocal studies from Dr. Harrison. saying that he's coming back from Kansas, like so, right? Dr. Taylor Whitehead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Taylor Whitehead. I'm the director of marching and pep bands at Virginia State University. Like Dr. Robinson, Bill McGee, a proud graduate of Virginia State University. And I want to just kind of echo, I always try to do it in this meeting, what Dr. Longhorn shared. Our music department is growing. For those who are juniors and seniors and even sophomores, you can look around and see that this department is growing. But when we have this meeting next year, you want to look around and not only be one of the people in here, but look around and see the same people with new people. Going to class is the key with it. A lot of talented students in here. We have an amazing group of talented freshmen, vocal and instrumental piano, everyone. But most of our students who don't do well here just don't because they don't go to class. Music is, if not one of the most, it is the most rigorous major on this campus.
Yes.
You will not be successful not attending class. Please do so. As Dr. Rowley and everyone is sharing, this is truthfully a world-class faculty standing in front of you. Everyone up here has a wealth of knowledge that it can be able to assist you with your musical questions, needs, and just grow. I'm looking forward to everyone having an outstanding year. Solomar has already set it off, so weekly we should see amazing performances up here. Thank you.
So at this time, we definitely want to also acknowledge and also introduce our returning adjunct faculty first before we introduce our newer faculty. And you guys are going to kind of look up on this screen and look at some of the credentials. And we have people who are Juilliard graduates, people who graduated from North Texas, right, and all of the major music programs, because we definitely wanted to make sure that we bring that talented 10th experience in here to VSU. So the first person will be one of my favorite people, Professor Davis.
I'm Professor Davis, and I have the horn studio now, which thanks to my other students has grown to 5, which is I even tossing around the words horn choir, which kind of scares me, but we can do that. But I'm teaching also music appreciation and music theory fundamentals. I see a lot of my friends from music fundamentals last year that are back, and I'm so glad to see everybody. This is year 2 for me, and I'm very grateful to my faculty colleagues, and glad to be here. And I gotta run because I have a dentist appointment.
And probably one of the hardest working people also within the Department of Music from the time that she got here and arrived. I call them the Barack and Michelle Obama of musicians. Dr. Jessica as well as Dr. Blagovia as well. So everybody please give it up for Dr.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Christina Bogarva. I'm the flute professor here in the flute choir. I'm so happy to be back. This is a great place to be. And I also teach some music theory and oral skills classes. So welcome and have a great year, guys. Practice and go class.
Our next person coming up too, and if you guys have ever been around him, you know that you cannot have a bad day around him at all. Sometimes when I'm having a very stressful day, he always comes and encourages me, and then just always give me just a bit of word of advice, and also encourage me for the amazing job that you guys are also doing as a student body as well. Professor David Chambers.
Hello, everybody. I am former public school teacher for 35 years. I'm retired. Former director of bands for the public school system, and I also
our elementary ed courses as well. One of the things in which we saw that was a gap, especially within our former graduates in their experiences, was their elementary, was like their elementary skills in order to teach from the K through 5 level. So that's one of the main reasons why that we brought the talented Dr. Carrie Hill. So Carrie Hill, please introduce yourself.
My second year here, I'm very excited to be here. I don't really need to tell what my courses are, you just said it, but I'm primarily voice and getting to do elementary music classes this semester. So I'm excited about it, and I'll add my voice to everybody else. Go to class.
Yes, and you guys have probably seen her around, Miss Jeanette Jackson, who is a proud VSU graduate, probably one of the most supportive people of our vision and what we are doing here. So if you're taking any of the class piano sequence, so the person's idea with our piano lab, that was actually her idea. And I can remember the first year that when Dr. Thompson and I got here, she came up to me immediately and was like, Dr. Rowley, I think it was the University of Texas, El Paso, right? And then, but she showed me this video, and I said to myself, we gotta get that here. And she said, do you think we could get it? I was just like, we gotta get it here. So I can remember going to the provost at that time. He told me no the first 3 times. But if you know me, I'm very persistent. And then finally on that fourth time, he finally said yes. And that's why I think we probably have the best piano lab studio probably in the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. And it was all because of her. So whenever you see Ms. Jackson, please thank her. And because I think that we have also revamped our entire piano curriculum under the leadership of Dr. Massacott as well. So the piano education that you guys are getting, I don't know about y'all, but me and Dr. Lauren are looking like, if that was our proficiency exam, we don't even know if we would have passed, right? But you guys are getting a high level piano curriculum here. So it's all because of our amazing piano faculty that we have here. So please give it up for Miss Jeanette Jackson. Just another proud member of the VSU family. We are so happy to have him, Professor Hannah Lane.
I will be teaching applied guitar and bass. I'm also a graduate of this.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
And today is his birthday, y'all.
And today's his birthday. Yeah, so guys, just so that you guys know, one of the things in which we definitely wanted to develop was our guitar studio. So Professor Lane has years of experiences as a performer and as an educator and as a former director of bands, even on the collegiate level, and then even as a high school band director. So he comes with years of experience, and we are definitely looking forward to some great things coming out of our guitar studio. So let's give it up again. And probably one of the first people that I met when I came here was this man right here, Bill McGee. Right? One of the things that I can say about Bill, even before he introduces himself, if it's anything about the history of music, he knows. And then if there's anything, because my research interest is on HBCU bands and on the evolution of bands as well. And then he was telling me some things even when we first met that first week, marched in the Morris Brown game, and then just all of those things about those bands like early 1960s going into the 70s. He was also the former arranger here too, I think for the Sounds of Distinction as well, and then as well as for the Marching 110 as well. So if there's anything that you guys need to know about the history of music, right, he is the person to definitely go to. So everybody, please give it up for Professor Gilman.
When he says that, it makes it realize that I'm probably old. Actually, I'm 6 months younger than Mr. Lane. He celebrates his birthday, and he's older than I am, so I was, but he looks good too.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a little history here that I like to share, and it's not bragging, but it's something that you all should be proud of. I'm the first person from the state of Virginia to play on a hip hop record. I played with Sugar Hill Gang and the Grandmaster Flash in 1979. I played trumpet on Freedom, da ya da 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 da, and I played trumpet on Apache. And those are songs that have become classic hip hop songs. I have 2 gold records for well, we probably should have had more than that, but I have 2 gold records from Sugar Hill Records at the time. I'm also one of the oldest, one of the longest Grammy voting members. So if you want to know anything about the Grammys, we're trying to bring Grammy U here. But if you want to know anything about the Grammys, I'm kind of like the person to ask. And I want to celebrate. I own a record label, and we just released an album by James Saxon Gates called Sax Mode Den on July 25th. And then this past Friday, we released an album that was generated by my teaching music appreciation here called Daddy What Is Jazz. And in our album, Daddy What Is Jazz, we explain to young people, it's a spoken word album with jazz music in the background, and it explains to those people who all the artists are, who the stars of jazz were. It's going to be a historic record. It's going to be nominated for a Grammy. Professor Gates' record is going to be nominated for a Grammy. And we just thank you very much for allowing us to be here with you. I'm a graduate of this music department 50-something years ago. I'll leave it all right there.
Okay. Hello. Dr. Jeremy Nowak joined us last year. You guys who have been here last year know him. He's teaching music theory, oral skills. He's an all-around great guy. He's not here right now for a personal reason. So I don't know. Okay. He just had a baby. His wife had a baby. He'll be back on Monday, and we just appreciate him so much.
I thank you for that. So one of the things in which we wanted to do, one of the things in which we noticed when we first got here is that in vocal lessons, we saw that the vocal teachers at that time was playing piano as they were giving, and they were also giving vocal lessons. And one of the things in which Dr. Thompson and I wanted to do is that we wanted to bring the model of having collaborative pianists. Individuals that can serve as piano accompanist, not only for the vocal majors, but also for the instrumental majors as well. And we have actually had the privilege and the honor to hire 2 very talented collaborative pianists. The first one, and you guys probably know because he's the great husband of Dr. Karen Hill, Master David Hill. You want to say a couple of things? David?
No, I just say that I love working with the students, and so this is fun for me. This is like, when you're working, I'm having fun.
And I'm going to let Dr. Robinson introduce this very talented.
all-around likable guy. He reads well, he plays by ear, and he does, I think he has 2 degrees from both piano performance, and we've been trying to keep him around, so I'm trying to not let him go get a doctorate, because I want to leave us with it. Yeah, so, but I want to say one thing about the collaborative pianists, those that are working with them, you need to make sure that you are spending quality time with your collaborative pianist before your performance. Yes, we don't want to just see them in our We have specific time to meet with them outside of your lessons. You need to do so and take their advice. They're not there to do everything that you want. All right? If it doesn't work well, they're gonna tell you. All right? Good.
And everybody knows our very talented staff. The first one is Miss Dahlia Robinson. You guys know. Miss Dahlia Robinson has probably been in the department. She's been here for a very long time, and she knows all of the ins and outs as relates to the system. And one of the hardest things for me was coming from the state of Florida, learning all of the different rules. Like one of the things I never heard of is swam bill. And all of those are things as well. She is the most patient person and probably the most knowledgeable person who has pretty much made my transition as the music executive much more easy. So guys, everybody please give it up for Miss Dahlia Robinson. You guys know who this is. But for real though, some of you guys probably see Bass as being very hard on you guys. But one of the things in which I can like really say is that I remember when I was thinking about taking this job, and he sent me. I was in Tallahassee, and he sent me a picture of a sousaphone that was somewhere like North Carolina, right? Because our equipment was pretty much everywhere. And what Vass has done, he has come in, has organized our equipment, but also even the overall operations of the building. So you guys are probably seeing now that this thing is running like a well-oiled machine. And it's because of individuals like Dr. Thompson, Ms. Robinson, as well as Master Vass as well. So guys, please give Mr. Antoine Vass a big round of applause. So, for our new adjunct faculty, and I promise you guys, man, boy, this is on perfect timing. And so, you guys don't know, so during I'm going to talk about the NASM results as well. But one of the things that you guys know is that whenever we have our meet the chair sessions, and whenever we have all of these different sessions where you guys are coming by my office, you guys are telling me some of the things that you want. You guys know that I listen very well, and I listen intently, right? And one of the things in which we did that we definitely wanted to do is that we wanted to pretty much expand our faculty so that in every single area, like the percussion area, it's almost like that they are sort of like their own department in their own unit. So you will see that we have a vocal studies area, we have a percussion area, right? We have a woodwind studies areas, right? Because we are all working and we are all building this thing up to what the complete master plan is getting ready to be within the next couple of years, which is going to be the first college of music at an HBCU in the country.
Yeah.
But with us doing that, we do realize that we have faculty members that we definitely wanted to bring in, and then top tier faculty members that we definitely wanted to bring in. So now we are going to introduce our new faculty members, right? So the very first faculty member, he came here a couple of years ago where he did this great presentation on electronic music. He also had an opportunity to teach some of our music theory courses, and our students connected with him instantly. So we definitely wanted to make sure that we get him back in some type of role, but he's still at Jackson State. We haven't pulled him from Jackson State yet, right? But he's actually here on sabbatical from Jackson State, and then plus he will be here working with our music theory students, our composition students, but also he will be leading the efforts in our Department of Music with artificial intelligence as well. Now, we are living in a time right now that AI is getting ready to pretty much serve as like the new internet. So back in like the late 80s, none of y'all was alive back then, but I can remember earlier commercials talking about the internet. Nobody ever knew what the internet was going to be. Now, we cannot even function without internet at all, right? So this artificial intelligence thing, one of the things in which Yvonne will definitely be doing is pretty much putting us on the cusp of us being the leaders in AI within music. AI can do a lot of things, but the human connection, it can never ever imitate that. And that is one of the things in which Yvonne is going to definitely be doing. So Yvonne, can you please introduce yourself to our students?
Dr. Ivan Lizovic, I'm actually a visiting scholar at this point, and I'm so happy to be with you here. And I am a full tenured professor at Jackson State University. I'm also head of music technology department in Europe, actually, at Union University. I'm what else? A chair of a composition for College Music Society Southern Chapter. And here I'm teaching Music Theory 1, Music Theory 4, Mastering Audio, as well as Technology for Musicians class, and so I have 2 composition students so far. So if you're interested, please come and talk to me. I share office with Dr. Thompson. Yeah, I'm here and really excited to be here. And some of you know me already from classes. And please come and say hi, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
And the next individual, you guys will have an opportunity, especially with our vocal students, in order to work with them. So on this semester, we will be offering an opera workshop. And we definitely wanted to make sure that we have an individual who has that experience working in that field, but also in individuals that can also work with our male vocal students in order to ease a quality teaching on Dr. Seabrov as well, okay? So everybody, please, let's welcome Dr. Brian Phillips.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Brian Winters, and I'll be teaching voice classes all semester and some music appreciation classes. So you see me in the hall, just say hello, say what's up. And it's great to be at the other orange and blue.
And when this news hit, it probably was, and I told Dr. Longhorn that he was actually out trumped on his announcement when we pretty much introduced this brand new faculty member. So returning to our faculty will be the great Dr. Mark Phillips. He's not here yet. Yes, sir. He is not here yet. Give it up. So Dr. Phillips is wrapping up his tenure at Prairie View, serving as the department chair. He will actually be in town on Friday. Dr. Phillips will be in charge of teaching our trombone players. He will also be directing our trombone choir, but he will also serve as sort of the co-coordinator of the music ed program as well. If you know who Dr. Phillips is, first off, everybody probably know him, right? But he is going to be an exceptional add to our Department of Music faculty, and we definitely cannot wait until he joins us on next week. So everybody, please give it up for Dr. Phillips. And our last adjunct faculty member, Dr. Ethan Strickland, comes to us from Michigan State University. So, very talented percussionist that is going to definitely be working with our percussion students because our percussion area is probably the fastest growing area in our department of music. So we definitely needed someone to help Dr. Longhorn out with his teaching load. So everybody, please give it up for Dr. Ethan Strickland.
If anybody can take the music entrepreneurship course, upper level music elective, 2 credit hours. See me at 3 o'clock, please? 3 o'clock Monday, Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. All right, family, thank you guys so much. So, I got before we wrap this up, I definitely want to make sure that we set the vision for the Department of Music for this year, but then also is so that we just sort of do like a complete reset, because from our time that we've been here, we have really been working on just pretty much just one thing, not only becoming probably the best Department of Music in the country, but we have also been focusing on what we call NASM accreditation. And I have some phenomenal news to finally announce to you guys. We have received 4 reaffirmation for NASM. So that means that we don't have to respond to NASM for another 10 years. Now, Mike Tomlin has this thing, and you guys have probably heard it, that the standard is the standard, right? And what that means is that no matter what we do, everything that we do needs to be at a high performance level. That doesn't mean that the mediocre standard is the standard, right? Or striving to get C's in your courses, right? The standard is the standard. Everything that we do needs to be of A quality, needs to be of superior quality. So what that means is, throughout the year, I need to be hearing these practice rooms full. One of the things in which we got in our NASM report is that we did not have enough practice rooms for everybody. And I saw that and I heard that. So that means that if we don't have enough practice rooms, then when I walk into the practice rooms, y'all should be kicking down the doors to get into the practice rooms. Are we doing that yet? Yes. Right? Also, the standard is the standard. That means that when you're going to class, not missing class. Everybody, we are starting this week off perfect, but we all know around that second and that third week is when attendance tends to go down. All right? We're going to be very strict on that. Now, one of the things that you guys need to know as well, because this came out in the big, beautiful bill that is not that beautiful. Right? Going into next year, you guys are going to have at least 30 credit hours, 15 and 15 per semester, in order to meet the academic progress. I just spoke with the Director of Financial Aid. I've been working very closely with Ms. Myra Phillips, and she told me, Sam, they are serious about it. It hasn't come out, but it will come out. So that means that we are trying to encourage all of you guys to register for these 15 to 17 hours. At least have some buffer in the courses so that you can make sure that you are meeting your full academic progress. The standard is the standard. It's also for the faculty. Because I will also, you guys don't know, I'm harder on the faculty than I'm harder on you. So that means that me as the music executive, me as the leader of this department, I'm out in my field, I'm researching, conducting, I'm doing all of the things that a scholar would do in the field. So I set the standard for the faculty to also follow too. So with that being said, they are going to establish that standard for you, and I have instructed every one of them. The same way that the same way that an individual might instruct at an Eastman, they are going to also instruct you guys that same way too. You have to meet that standard. So if I hear any deficiencies, you don't want it to get to my office, because when it gets to my office, then it's too late, right? So let's definitely make sure that we abide by this as well. Going into the post-NASM goals, Professor Painter has already talked about it. We will be establishing our, probably the first record label at an HBCU in the country. We want for our students to be in part of every aspect of the musical process. The creativity part of it, right? The performing part of it, and the recording part of it, and the distribution part of it, right? We want to give y'all those practical level of experiences. So what we are going to be doing is that we are going to be reaching out to you guys, and if anybody is actually interested in working with those, with our brand new record label that we are getting ready to function, Professor Painter will be running that. Increase the interdisciplinary involvement with other areas in other arts. You guys want to see this year that we are going to start to not only just do things within the music department, but we're going to actually begin to venture out to the College of Visual Arts, and to dance, to theater, right? We got a brand new black box theater that is getting ready to open. The music department will be at the forefront of all of those things. Professor Messica is working on hosting a chamber ensemble festival that will be taking place here in the fall. I keep saying this. There are a lot of individuals that live in Colonial Heights and around these surrounding areas, have never set foot on this campus, which is crazy. We are going to change that. Establish a prep for music and dance program. Some of the things that we're going to be working on this year. What we want to do is, we want to get the students on this campus, both for music and dance. If we get them here, if they study with our faculty from a very young age, they are going to probably wind up going and studying music here. One of our main things that we are trying to do is that we are trying to stretch this vision out so that we are thinking more on a college level and not just on a department level anymore. Next fall, establish a graduate program in music education and music production technology. So some of y'all have been asking, are we going to be doing a graduate level program? I have already charged the curriculum and assessment committee. We had a graduate program here years ago that we lost. We got a lot of courses that are still on the books. We just have to get that going. There have been a lot of directors that are reaching out to me. And you guys are probably seeing my videos going viral and doing all that stuff because I'm gauging the interest from the local community who want to come back and who want to study music at a high level and with this high level faculty here. So be looking for that on the horizon for this year. Continue raising the visibility of our faculty members. So, as it relates to performing research grants, right? Professor Mulhorn and us got a grant through ACLS. We're going to be working on other grants through the National Endowment for the Arts. Hopefully, it's still around by next year, right? But bringing in those different sort of grant dollars in order so that we can be able to fully fund ourselves. And then be a leader in discovering new, innovative ways of integrating AI in the music classroom. I don't want nobody to beat us to the point, to beat us to the punch. We are the leaders in the Commonwealth. It's not a mystery that Virginia Tech, all of these other institutions around, they want to partner with us because they see what we actually have, right? We will be the leaders. And 2 minutes. Continue to recruit high quality students who fit the mission of our department. Increase the graduation rate. Establish a prep program. I've already said that before. But what we're going to do, I think that this slide repeated. But the other thing that I definitely want us to do is, as we are talking about the overall percentage in the retention rates, our retention across the university is not good. Okay? That means that you guys need to go to class. Our graduation rate in the music department, I think one year we jumped from 2 graduates up to like 12. That's a huge percentage jump. I want to see those things. What I want to see is the recruitment numbers and the retention numbers begin to grow. In order for that to happen, you guys have got to go to class. Your parents sent you here to receive an education. They did not send you here to perform in the choir or to march in the band. We love those things. Those are some of the great things that are happening in our department. But we definitely want to make sure that we continue to grow on those things moving forward. All right? This year, I call this our graduation year. And I promise you that if you guys do everything that we tell you to do, this is going to be another banner year. Last year was great. We have been building. We have been scaffolding in education terms. But this is our graduation year. And let's definitely go out and let's have the best year moving forward. To close us out, Dr. Hall.
Our library has a wonderful database, ProQuest Black Historical Newspapers, and I spend much time on that, and I'm looking up information about the university, the college, okay, and especially the music department. But I came across this, and I wanted to, you all know Gandy Hall. Okay, Gandy Hall was named for President John Gandy, and in 1932, when he addressed the students, his topic was success, a cumulative process. And I really like this quote, and I want to share it with you and hope you take the words to heart. Success is not a series of disconnected disconnected events or happenings. Rather, it is the result of a lifelong accumulation of thought, habits, and characteristics, and it cannot be accomplished without hard work. Thank you. For work is the foundation of every success. The so-called lucky break, it has little, if anything, to do with achievement in life. That's 1932, and those words are still very appropriate for 2025. Okay? So listen, take heed to everything that Dr. Rowley has said. Listen to your professors. Go to class. Prepare for class. Don't just go. Prepare for class. And prepare for your lessons. And do the very best that you can. Thank you. See, next week we will have